Waking up from the Jehovah Witness organization, it is truly a blessing and a curse at the same time, right? Now, it's a curse, obviously, because once you wake up, and if you're just like me, you're gonna say to yourself, you can't be a part of this. You can't fake it. And just like me, you might want to tell all your family and friends, hey, listen, I done my research about the overlapping generations, staying alive to 75, the non-biblical blood doctrine, right? You might want to tell them about the CSA cases around the whole world where elders are abusing kids, right? You might just be so anxious and earnest to tell all your family and Jehovah's Witness friends, right? Now, unfortunately, that may backfire. And most likely it will. If your family and friends, your friends in an organization, if they are devout witnesses, then 9 times out of 10, it's going to backfire. Now, I heard some cases where the entire family have woken up, and thank God for that. Whew. Thank God for that. I heard cases where families, in-laws, like where like a dozen plus people have all woken up. They all woken up. They all done their research all at once, and they all left. Right? Good for them. Good for them. That's great news. But we know that the majority of us, that doesn't work. When we tell our family and friends in an organization, hey, listen, this is not the truth. I've done my research. We know that they automatically shut down, right? That is, unfortunately, that's the con. That's the negative side of waking up to the organization, is that we know that we're bound to lose our family and friends and the organization, right? Because they're not ready to be awake. And we can't wake them. You can't force anybody to wake up. I learned that the hard way. I honest to God thought that once I showed my family videos of a governing body leader lying, right? Once I showed them documents that there are elders abusing, that elders that are pedophiles in the organization, right? Once I showed them all these hardcore facts, I believed that my family was going to wake up. And it completely backfired. It backfired, right? Because like I said, you can't force anybody to wake up. People wake up when they're ready to wake up. And I'm speaking from experience because 5 years ago, I was inactive. And even though I was completely inactive, I still thought it was the truth. And honestly speaking, if an apostate were to approach me with some material, I don't know. I honest to God don't know. Part of me would want to say, hey, I might be obliged to look at it, right? Look at the material. The other part of me would have been like, oh, I don't know, it's apostate material. I don't know, right? But people wake up when they are ready to wake up. You can't force them to wake up, right? I learned that the hard way. Like I said, I lost my family and my Jehovah's Witness friends because I thought that by me showing them hardcore facts, that was bound to wake them up. No. No siree. Nope. Right? So last year, I was the fellowship, right? Last year. A sister that I met in Australia, right? I met her like 10, 11 years ago, something like that, right? I met her in Australia. Me and her, we had a really good connection over a decade ago, right? She hits me up out of nowhere last year while I'm this fellowship, right? And she sends me a message saying, hey, I've been thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. You've been on my mind for the last year or two. I just wanted to reach out and see how you're doing. This is what she said, right? So I told her, I said, listen, I am the fellowship. I don't want to give her too much information. I don't want to say, hey, I'm the fellowship and I'm having doubts, right? I don't want to give her too much all at once. But I just told her, I said, listen, I am the fellowship right now. And I said, I will reach out to you once I'm inactive, right? And I think I probably told her just a little bit that I'm having doubts. Not too much. I didn't go into full apostate mode on her, right? I might have told her I'm having doubts here and there, right? So I told her, I said, once I'm reinstated, I will reach out to you, right? So 4 months ago. That happened last year, by the way. That happened last year. So 4 months ago, I got reinstated, right? I reached, before I went full apostate mode, right? I reached out to her. I said, listen, I'm reinstated, but I do want to let you know, I do not plan on being a JW for too long. I told her, I said, in fact, I have doubts in this religion, and I'm thinking about fading away or writing or me disassociating from the organization, right? I told her this. I said, I'm either going to disassociate or I'm going to fade away, but I'm done. I told her pretty much I'm done. And I told her, if you honestly care about me, if you honestly love me for who I am, if you honestly want me for who I am, we can still make this work. I told her, you could be a JW, I could do my thing, and we could make this work, because we clicked back in the day, right? So right away she goes, oh, if you don't want to be a witness, then we can't make this work. Then you do you take care. She pretty much told me that she wants to be with a witness, right? So I'm like, hold on. You only reached out to me because you wanted a witness. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me as a person. You just wanted a witness, right? Because I'm telling you, I'm still the same person as you, the same guy that you met back in the day. The only difference is that I'm telling you, I'm not serving men, and I will not be in a man-made organization, right? But she's so set on being with a witness, which made me realize, I said to myself, damn, I dodged a bullet. Because imagine if I didn't get the fellowship. Let's say in an alternate universe, right? I didn't get the fellowship 2 years ago. And let's say last year, she reached out to me. Hey, I've been thinking about you. You've been on my mind. And let's say me and her, mind you, let's say I didn't get the fellowship and I'm still in the organization. She reached out to me last year. If she were to reach out to me last year, right? Me and her could have started dating. We could have got engaged, married. I would have potentially married somebody that didn't love me for who I am. At least now I know, because now this is the reality of the situation. Now, I was the fellowship. I woke up, I did my research. I realized it's not the truth. I told her, so listen, if you want to be with me, that's fine, but I will not be a JW. Once I told her that, she was done. She said, nah, if you're gonna fade away or disassociate, we're done. We're not gonna have anything. I was like, wow. So in an alternate universe, me and her could have potentially got married. This whole time, I would have married somebody that didn't love me for who I was. Sometimes it is truly a blessing. When people reject you, whether it's friendship, whether it's romantic rejection, whether it's in a religion, whatever, right? When people reject you, sometimes it is truly a blessing in disguise. Because I dodged a bullet with that girl, with that sister. I dodged a big bullet with her. Because, like I said, in an alternate universe, if I didn't get the fellowship, my life could have been completely different. Completely different. So I'm happy I got the fellowship. I'm happy. That was the game changer. Because now I know who my true real friends are. Now, all my friends are people outside the organization, obviously, right? Because I'm no longer a witness. But all my friends, they love me for who I am, and not for what I believe in. And you can't put a price on that. Can't put a price on that. So, like I said, me getting the fellowship. Sorry, I feel a burp coming up. But me getting the fellowship, that was truly a blessing in disguise. It really was. It really was. And me leaving the organization, that was the best thing I could ever do. That was the best thing I could ever do. You know why? Because I'm fortunate that I woke up in my 30s, my mid-30s, right? A lot of people don't have that luxury. A lot of witnesses, they wake up. Well, not a lot, but some wake up in their 60s and 70s, even 80s, right? Their life is pretty much nearly over with, right? But I'm still kind of in my prime. My mid-30s, I'm still kind of in my prime, right? I'm fortunate that going forward, I can find friends, I can find people out there in the world who love me for who I am. And I'm thankful that I already had people that love me for it. I'm thankful that I was inactive all those years, right? I was able to develop solid friendships while I was inactive. And for those of you that are just waking up, keep one thing in mind. Please keep one thing in mind. If you're just waking up, you are way better off than those that are in their 60s and 70s that are still in an organization. And it pains me. It pains me to know that there's a lot of people out there that's gonna, unfortunately, they're gonna die believing in something that's never gonna happen. They put all their eggs in one basket, right? Jehovah's Witnesses, they put all their eggs in one basket, and they honestly believe that a paradise earth is coming when in reality, it may not ever happen. It may not ever happen. And you would think that they would at least use some common sense. And if you keep hearing, oh, the end is around the corner, the end is around the corner, if you keep hearing that and it doesn't come, you would think that these witnesses would have some type of common sense and would eventually do their own research, right? Like I said, it pains me because I already know that a lot of witnesses, unfortunately, they're gonna pass away. They're gonna pass away believing in this nonsense, and they're never gonna know what true love is. They're never gonna know what true friendship is. Because when you have friends in the truth, when you have friends in an organization, not the truth. When you have friends in an organization, right? We all know, they are conditional friends. They're not real agape loving friends. They are conditional. They only like you if you're in the religion, right? So imagine all these Jehovah's Witnesses only having friends, so-called friends, in the organization, and never knowing how it feels to be loved for who you truly are, for you. Because they only liked, I don't even want to say the word love. They're not love. They only liked because they have similar religious beliefs with other witnesses, right? So it's conditional. It's conditional. But those of us that are waking up, those of us that have left the organization, we're blessed. Yes, we might be abandoned by our JW family and friends, right? But on a bigger scale, we are also appreciated and loved, and we could be our true, authentic selves around people that aren't JWs. And you can't put a price on that. If you could be your true, authentic self and be loved, you're good. You are Gucci. You're good. So, yeah, there's bad. There's a lot of bad in the organization, right? But let's try to focus on the good. And one good thing I try to focus on is that being born in the organization, right? We are surrounded by this fake, superficial, conditional love, right? It's fake as hell. The love in the organization is fake, right? So at least when you leave, you should be more appreciative because for once in your life, you are surrounded by people that love you for who you are. People that accept you and want you for you, right? Like I said, you can't put a price on that. You can't put a price on that. So let's focus on the positive. Let's be thankful that we at least left the organization. Even if you left in your later years, if you're 60s, if you're in your 60s or 70s, guess what? Better late than never, right? Better late than never. It's never too late for you to be your true, authentic self. Keep that in mind. And keep in mind that there are 8 billion people on this planet. So if you're shunned by 8 million, just keep in mind, they're lost. Your family and friends, they're spiritually lost. They're wasting their lives away, right? Hopefully they wake up. Hopefully they do. But if they don't, guess what? Continue to live your life. We only have one life to live. One life to live. There's no take backs. There's no time machine. You have one life to live. If your JW family and friends, if they don't want to wake up, if they want to spend their entire lives on that hamster wheel, right? That hamster wheel doing the same routine, if they want to waste their life away, that's on them. But be thankful that you woke up. Be thankful that you have the opportunity to be your true authentic self, and be thankful that there are plenty of people out there that will love you and accept you for who you are. You just have to become the best version of yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video on that note, all right? But there is a lot of good. There's a lot of good from waking up from this organization. I know there's bad. The bad is you're going to miss your JW family and friends. But remember, there's a whole world out there. There's a whole world out there. There's people out there that is gonna accept you for who you are. All right? Keep that in mind. Guys, I'll see you on the next video.